Guys, day 2, vlogging. I don't want to do this, but I got this thing. I spent a lot of money on this thing. We're here in the car with Jamarcus, and we're talking a little bit about life and the importance of speaking up, having a voice, responsibilities. One of the things I tried to teach him is about values. You say, hey, how can you teach somebody about values? Believe it or not, a lot of people don't have a lot of values, even when they become adults. And Richard DeBerry and I, we've been doing some lives, and I tell you this, being in the dog world, I get messages all the time, and even now I go, hey, I'm new to the dog world, man. Well, don't ask me shit. It'd be like this. If you're new to the dog world, nothing in my thing says, hey, I want to be solve your problems, or I want to be a mentor. We put content out. We try to help people as much as we can through the things that we're learning, even though I kind of know a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. and part of me knowing a lot is actually going and sourcing. Hey, let me go and have a Tadlock, add him to my team. Let me go and find a Ruben. Let me find a Chris Moore, so that I don't have to answer every question. So remember, you're not the smartest person on earth. You're not the smartest person in the room. You're smart when you find and can ask for help, to say the least. Well, you want to spend that check, do you? So today, it's a little rainy in Texas, more than I'd like it to be. And we're going to get out, do a couple dog things, do some business things, about to head to the gym, do some leg things, and get this over. What I was going to, I don't want to say hesitate, but put it off till later. But I'm saying, I'm going to be up. I need to get it out the way and get it over. I've been enjoying the morning workouts. And then by, 12, 1 o'clock, the day's done in terms of what we need to accomplish. Might as well get over this thing because this one. And so stay tuned. I actually start teaching a little bit about legs and ergonomics and how it works, and do some, we'll just say overlay type stuff. But remember, your knee's a hinge joint, and a knee never should move when doing squats, step-ups. Always walk up 2 stairs at a time. But today's lesson is going to be value. Value. One of the most important things. And when you identify what it is you value, it's a lot easier to get rid of folks. Oh, we don't have the same values. And I used to hang out with this old joker. And I said, man, what happened to old girl? He said, T, we don't think the same. I said, well, why y'all need to think the same? He said, every time I say something, she thinks something, so she's always in her. I said, oh, not only do you not think the same, she's problematic. She's chaotic. She's got no interest in hearing you out or working through things. She just like to poke the bear. And he said, I'm too old to be angry all the time. I said, man, I heard that, man. So again, we got to go get some chubs. We got to go do this and that. And at the end of the day, stay moving, because the rules are simple, people. And stay tuned. Guys, so I think we lost the ball. This got to be us.
I don't know, man. Don't look like one of ours.
It's a Chuck. It could. This yours? I think so, man. Look, we found a Chucky. We got plenty of dogs, so any Chucky we could have. Any Chucky?
Yeah, this should be looking there, bro.
Yeah.
In there, boy.
That's when you pulled up to the gym at the right time. You getting free dog stuff, or it might just be us getting our shit back. We work out at Cowboys Fit though.
You're like Chris Tucker. You're like, is that my gun? Yeah, that's my gun.
See how gloomy it is here, man? Look, this thing is so tough. Hey,
is that the tracker?
Well, yeah, it jumps into that face tracking mode. The homie's not here today, but we are. We are. Cowboys Fit, man. It's a real thing. Get this over with. Y'all don't believe it or not, I actually hate going to the gym with a passion. But somebody's got to do it. third one?
No?
Do you use the hack machine?
Yeah, but yeah, I have. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done it like that.
Of course not. You gotta walk in first. Bring your feet up some. No. Up. Yeah, forward. Yeah, move more. Initializing smart features. That's what it is. Guys, so we just finished the gym workout. As you see, murder was the case. It's a little, it looks cold outside, but it's not cold in Texas. The wind's blowing, so it's a little cold. But man, it was a brutal workout. And it was light at the same time. It was lightly brutal. That's what it is. It was lightly brutal. It's like if somebody whooped your ass with a switch, and it was like maybe you got 5 lashings instead of 15. You go, ooh, that's my booty sting a little bit, but I ain't dead. Food for dog people. Look, exercise is important to keep your heart healthy and your life happy, believe it or not. It's one of the only things that releases endorphins. So you got 3 things that give you endorphins, right? So what happens? You like, man, I'm hungry, so you eat, get endorphins. You eat all day, you get fat and have heart problems, etc. You say, man, I love sticking, tapping some cheeks. You go, well, that'll release some endorphins, but most of us ain't got that kind of stamina no way. So you go for about 3 rounds in a day, 5 tops. You gotta find something else to do with your life. And then exercising, you need to recover, so you can't do that all day neither. But all those things release endorphins. So right now, people, I've come back from the gym. I'm making some smoothies. What I'm doing is adding some chia seed. Chia seed will actually help time give your smoothie a little, we'll call it depth. Well, let's say you ran out of frozen stuff. And I'm giving some of this to Jamarcus too. It's gonna bulk this thing up a little bit. But good for omega-3s. Kat once asked me, for those that know Jamal and Kat, she says, hey, I'm tired of the sardines. I don't like the smell. She said, what's another key or something else that they can use for omega-3s? Well, in this case, chia seed, good source of omega-3, and as I said, it'll make your smoothie a little bit more bold. Normally, you just gotta let it sit in water. In this case, they ain't got no red cups. I'm gonna get my red cups from over there, boy.
Oh,
I just got the red cups.
well, you bought a whole 100-something pack.
Exactly. So, also, you don't want to overdo. I know people like to drink a ton of smoothie stuff, but even in this case, that right there is actually ideal. So we got 2 full cups. I'm over here get you something, bro. Marcus actually likes smoothies. I sure do. He's the smoothie king.
Yeah, I do have the app. Where we go? That's what you mean about the chia seeds.
And mind you, if you let them sit, stir them up, it would impact it even more in a good way.
And what is the purpose of this smoothie specifically?
One, just to replenish, give you some energy, sucrose, fructose, pick those energies back up. Right now, you're depleted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you don't want to spike insulin levels.
Mm-hmm.
Blueberries in here. That's one of life's key antioxidants. It's going to help our body. For instance, after every workout, body releases quite a few radicals. Free radicals turn around, start destroying all the positive stuff you did. You need an antioxidant to help go in and stop all that radical behavior from taking place, so the body can repair, and replenish. And this right here will help some of that replenishing.
That's good though.
I got the exotic blend from Sprouts in terms of fruits, dragon fruit, a bunch of other stuff. Sometimes you think you need 16 ounces. This right here is actually the perfect amount. You split this between two people if you got somebody that you work out with, or you got a wife or a significant other. One little thing of that NutriBullet right there, boom.
Oh, NutriBullet.
Split that thing and Stay tuned in our next endeavor. We'll go see Tadlock. And then come back, mess with the dogs for a second. And that'll be all she wrote for today, people. Yeah, I'm leaving right there. Like, yeah, what's that? One more snack. Look. I'm gonna bring them back snack. This right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is right here, people. Almond, pecan cluster, coconut, and pumpkin seeds. About to get on our health stuff. So we could turn around.
And then get Parker's ab regimen.
Oh man, that'll come. All I gotta do is lose weight. Because everything we do, the stuff we just did, it was all abs, bro. I felt my abs in every movement. But there's a layer of fat sitting over right now. But in due time. Right now we're going into Tadlock's office, people. Good morning.
And you didn't do anything about it, and it's been because they did the ghost about 7 years. Yeah, I know. It's hey.
What is
We're only
this?
filming today.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Could be somebody working on something. Oh my God. So we coming up here, we have to call free range to come and go kind of as we see fit. Learn all that we can. This stuff's kind of cool here. Oh man, my actually legs are starting to hurt. This is a bunch of nasty dog stuff. That's actually a puppy in there. Some stones, I think. Well, maybe a tooth. These are actually like stones, bladder stones or something. Oh, those are stones too. God, this stuff is gross.
There's no guarantee. If there's a
Now, how many people
line,
know that though?
every veterinarian should. They talk, at least where I went, they talk about it. I mean, hammer it home.
So it sounds like it's very important then to have the opportunity to compound things, especially when you start talking about a dog that should. Matter of fact, so a guy messaged me this weekend and they were trying to do something crazy. Let me cite a point. I will. Crazy to his dog. Long story short, his dogs got into quite a bit of drugs.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what to do. So I've got to find the name of him, but also look at this poop, man.
How are you?
You look tired, man.
Oh, fuck. Storms woke me up last night.
So it was, I didn't hear a thing.
We got, remember 2.5 inches last night? Jeez. Like in 2 hours.
Where are you at? Why?
40 minutes north.
Oh, damn.
What do you think that is?
That's poop. Or
That
vomit.
came out of her butt.
Looks like no mucus.
So they was asking me last night. They see me. I said, "Look, y'all know I can't deal with this kind of stuff." They're like, I can't. It kills me that you can't. I can't deal with this kind of stuff, man. I said, I'll ask them when I see him though. But they said, do you think there are any post side effects? Because she hasn't been eating and drinking the dog that we had to do the abortion on.
Oh, she hasn't. So that was that dog?
Yeah.
Not this long after.
Yeah, it's been. Look, she didn't been on 5 mile walks. She didn't been eating fine, and then
Not
I was
this
just.
long after.
By now, it would have been something.
Usually it would be happening when we're given the drugs. But I think there's a lot of dogs getting GI bugs right now. One of my dogs got squirts. Like,
what do you think is causing it? Just some random
bugs? Fucking water. Just stirring things up out of the ground, and then they're trekking through it and lick their paws. And
so a paw regimen would be key.
That's my theory.
Hey,
I mean, it makes sense. The wetter we get, the more dogs get vomiting diarrhea. Every time. I mean, every year. Wet season, sick dog.
That couldn't have been knowledgeable though, right?
not necessarily. Are these new vet techs you have too?
No, so she's coming over, hanging out. That's Dr. Reagan.
Oh, she's a doctor.
Mm-hmm. So she was at my last hospital, and there's some bad shit going over there. So we're kind of protecting her over here.
keep her safe. Keep it safe and keep it simple. Huh?
We're a little safe haven.
All come to me. All hell come to me. One, come on. That would be fucking funny, man. Just sitting at the door with like Jesus Christ.
I know, man. Just dress him up. Hey, I'll be your savior.
Well, is there? Look, it's part of me stopped by too. For one, I was gonna come last week. We were supposed to be in Kentucky at the castle.
Oh,
that fucking storm took us out, man. Nobody got to go. Not even Chad got to make it. It was awful.
Really?
It was like, guys, if we can't get a premier pilot basically to come in, he said there's nowhere we're gonna get there before 10. So two of his investing friends, they got to go. They're the only guys that got it, that made it. So he missed it. We were just gonna be in the room learning. Yeah. That's how I looked at it. But the other part is I'm about to go and talk to the pharmacist. Is there anything I should be asking when I go see the guy? Because I've got to go to Duncanville just to see the operation.
What is it called? There's a certain terminology that's going on with the FDA stuff.
Scott's going to help develop and design the site, make sure it functions, meets code, set up business formulation, all that stuff. And then going and seeing their operation will give me perspective. I'll record it all so you can see it, what they got going on. This guy, Roland, I don't know if I told you, but he was one of the first compounding people to help send drugs to space.
Really?
So he's super smart. The beauty about it is when we met with the owner of the whole thing, he said, whatever you do, don't go and talk to him anything business-wise. He doesn't know nothing about business. He said he don't even want to take a loan for nothing. He said, so that's why I'm like, yo, well, let me go and ask Tad.
I keep interrupting you, but you know.
I know, all fucking morning.
Well, I'm sorry. I wish I could, just do it on my own. I'm giving you this because she was very adamant about a callback. The Dixie lady from yesterday with the 3 pups.
Yes.
The Schnauzer.
From Monday.
Schnauzer, I don't know what day it is. The mom is panting and pacing and not sleeping.
Yeah, you want to call a client?
She wants to know if she can give her Rimadyl or whatever. And I said, I'm not answering those questions. That's him.
My God, you just had puppies fucking 4 days ago.
I know. I'm like, bitch, you had a baby. Were you good 2 days later? Because I was.
To get into what?
My compounding deal.
Oh.
Okay. Because there's this terminology. So if I look at, or one of my compounding pharmacies.
After you spray the milk, can semen still live up in like the urethra or anything like that? Up to like 6 weeks afterwards? I forgot where I read that.
60 days.
60 days. So then if they were to tie in that 60-day time frame,
There's a possibility.
Gotcha.
Not, it's not high possibility, but it's happened, so we talk about it.
Gotcha.
FDA GFI 256 is the question. That's the FDA getting involved, like all these compounding things. So like this drug, methimazole, is for cats with hyperthyroidism.
Yeah.
What that is, I can no longer order it for clinic use. I have to see the pet. Then I have to order the drug and prescribe it to that pet. So I can't have a stock care to, here you go, for anybody I diagnose. Now it's pet by pet.
That makes sense. So that cuts into the cost space. So let's say, as he said, even if he saw 10 cats, he could basically now he's got to it takes a whole nother process. They've added 2 to 3 extra
And
steps.
they're about to do it. Now I need to look so I can stock up on the metronidazole.
Yeah.
They're about to get rid of. I can't get the tablets or the suspension anymore. They're taking it away. I'm like, look, if you want to go about commercially available products, you don't have one. So why are you taking this avenue away? But I can still order metronidazole, 80 mg per mil, feline. I'm gonna use it on a fucking dog. It's just a flavor. This is gonna be the difference. Nothing's gonna kill a dog. It's a fucking flavor. It's probably tuna instead of chicken. Like, I mean, they're putting their nose where it don't belong. Like, and I mean, I'm all about making things better.
This is the FDA?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even in this better, it sounds like they created enough processes to keep the dogs and, drug lords per se in line, but they're the biggest drug lord because they get to say.
And like, you can still get the stuff, but you have to prescribe it for that pet. So you can't order just 500 tablets and keep them because that's unreasonable for that pet.
So can
You'd have to order,
metronidazole be compounded, or you can make it into the interesting? So that's where these.
Because I've got it on the cabinet.
Well, and again, this is me going in there and not wanting to be uninformed.
Yeah.
Because I'm walking right into a space where they're very addictive in terms of how they think and operate, especially when you get around Africans, and get the pleasure of learning. But at the same time, you say, "Oh, he doesn't know anything."
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the FDA is kind of messing everything up. I mean, like, even my horse compounder, which is out in Bakersfield, California, I call them and they start asking me questions. I'm like, I started asking them, I said, FDA get you? Like, yeah.
And they stopped. What is there drugs? They stopped.
No, they can still compound everything, but you have to prescribe it now. You cannot use it for clinic use. That's the deal. You just cannot stock cold all these drugs to prescribe at your leisure. You have to order it for that pet. So you saw the pet, now you have to order the drug and wait however many days
For
to
the drug
get
to
it.
get there, yeah. So then, how is that going to impact some of those online companies that you sent me?
I don't think it will, because they are getting prescribed to that pet.
Mm.
I don't think it will affect them at all.
Okay.
It's affecting us in clinic.
Damn.
If anything, it would boost those guys, wouldn't it? Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting, because that's the play.
It's
then.
like Chewy has a compounding pharmacy. They're making it. They've got the stock hold because they are the pharmacy. And then prescription comes in and whoop.
So then that's what I'll need you to do. Then you tell us all the stuff you need them to make. So when anybody writes a prescription, as long as we can build the brand side of what you're doing now, they'll become you could become the leader next to Chewy, and that'll be the play then. Because again, I don't understand all the business parts. I told people, I'm gonna go talk to this guy about just extending our arm to a vet and learning about and he came back with a big business opportunity, and a week later I bumped into a bunch of the right people. That's kind of the story of our life. Well, fuck, what's happening here? And you just go, well, here we are. I'm at whiskey, gin, and vodka all in a week where I could make phone calls and learn. So this is huge. So I'll make sure to get as much footage as I can from Roland and these guys, and I'll ask them about that question as well and how it's impacting their business, and then hopefully, we'll get some answers, and then I'll sit down with Scott tomorrow, and him and I'll be working through all the formulations of everything we're going to try to build. And I think this could be big, man. For dang sure, man. Other than that, did you try the vodka at least? Bro!
I'm just gonna bring one next time with me, and I'm gonna pour you a shot on the spot, and yo, just do it.
I almost did. Was it last weekend? I got so freaking hot working outside. I was like,
that stuff is amazing chilled.
It's
even better chilled, actually.
Whiskey's like eating chili outside.
Yeah.
Like this. Boy, I didn't have me some chili. I really sweating.
Man,
You get that vodka?
You just shake it
This
up
is
and
the
put it
best
over a
vodka.
cube.
Look at
Man, and by itself, it was even better. It would have been even better, man. It would have been refreshing to say, oh, man.
I'll get into it this weekend.
It's
said
last time.
Yeah, exactly. 3 weeks ago, I'll get into it this
I'm gonna get
weekend.
into it this weekend. Oh, he was like, oh, not yet, you know. That's funny.
Well, look, man. Once I hear some good news, I'll let you know. I'm trying to think, man. You gonna be in here this weekend?
No.
You gonna be, man?
Working at the house.
Oh, you got housework to do. So Tadlock is a guy that I met through our guy, Chris Moore. I said, yo, I need to add a vet to my repertoire so we can go out and learn as much as we can and have an extension of what we're doing and bring more value to the community and all the people that are working with us. So I go in, I meet Tadlock, and I said, man, I like this guy. I think he could be big in terms of a face and all this other stuff that I do business-wise. In the meantime, the second time I saw him, he starts pitching me an online pharmacy. And you realize it's not that easy to do. Matter of fact, it's not easy at all. Let me be very clear. Ain't nothing easy in life. I get on Jamarcus different times about using that word easy. I said, look, don't presume, bro. It's just not that easy, man. Mm-hmm. But at anywho, the FDA is about to crack down on compounding drugs and certain drugs and compound pharmacies, etc. So I'm about to go now and talk to a compound specialist and a pharmacy. And let me be very clear, I've never been in a pharmacy like that, people. Like imagine like you walked us, watch in, it says staff only, people speak, and we walk right back there through the vet. Like 2-3 years ago, we didn't have that power per se. Now, on top of it, I'm about to walk into basically like a hospital type thing. It's not a hospital where they make drugs, and you get to see that firsthand. And we're just learning about the strip, and you don't want to break it if it's not even. If there's not a strip, it doesn't mean. You go, what? How many people know this? Well, the vets do. You go, so you mean to tell me whenever we've broken pills up and it doesn't have a line, it doesn't mean all the drug is 100% what it is, especially if it's been compounded or it's an off-brand? That's interesting. And it's those little 15, 30-minute windows of like education and business that you go, fuck, I learned something new today. And it's just 11 o'clock. and I'm about to jet over and go to the pharmacy and probably learn a bunch more, but I had to stop there just so I could prepare myself for walking into a world I do not understand. What I do understand is business formulation function, and I have smarter people around me to help set all that up. But you go, hey, I need to talk to Tadlock real quick just so I can see, hey, what are the questions I should be asking? Guys, I'm smarter. I'm that smart to know, let me go and figure this out and ask for help. And show my face. I haven't seen him in a week. You got to show your face and keep your people. And what does he do? He gets out of one meeting talking to the person who helps run the vet, and he comes right in there, shuts the door, and sits down with us, and gives us some time. Man, guys, we're on to something. So hopefully, even the little stuff that you're seeing as I vlog for at least 30 days. I'm gonna see what happens. We got 30 days of vlogging. I'm gonna do it every day for 30 days, and then I'm gonna post it all. But every 3 days, when you see this, I get to day 3 is when I'll go through and edit everything because I know where it's all at. Then wipe the card. But at anywho, stay tuned because we're gonna go learn about compounding and meet some people who've been doing it for 30, 40 years. How are you doing, man? He always catches me when I'm
walking out, coming out from walking out.
I was like this. He says, go over there. I'm like, all right, man, look, I look like a bum, but you got to go where you got to go, right?
Yeah.
So you own this?
No, my younger brother, Dr. Roland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy, man. He knows all. Dang. This is neat, man. Do they see people here?
At the clinic.
Oh, right next door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah. The wife is next door.
Well, the upside is the online pharmacy would be super beneficial because now, in his case, because of the FDA getting involved, think of it this way: he can no longer get certain drugs to come out right away. So then let's say somebody comes and needs metronidazole, he has to order it. That's 4 days.
Okay.
Or they'll go to an online situation and get it anyway.
Yeah, but the point is there's so much there's so much complexity with it. I mean, with the whole online thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to put your license on the line because of
Yes, just go to
Yeah.
go to the next door.
online has a whole
And
lot.
ask the front desk that you want to see. You are there for Juliet. And they'll get out of you.
Yes, sir, thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Trevor, man, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Dr. Roland?
Yeah, let me see if the conference room is open so we can. It's looks the
Look,
camera.
yeah,
Yeah, he texted me and told me he's on his way 11:41.
he's always running late. Yeah, Chief. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thanks. Okay, I'll let you know.
I don't know anything about medications and things because I ain't really ever got sick, man. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie to
really? Lucky you.
you. You know, I don't know if it's luck, man. I'm just no. Yeah, I didn't catch COVID or nothing.
No, really?
Yeah, man, it's hard for me to get sick. So when people like, I picked up a prescription from my friend once, and they said, "Are you up to date on all your vaccinations?" I said, "Who, me?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What do I need?"
No, you don't.
I haven't seen a doctor or been vaccinated since I was 13. Years ago. Yeah. Wipe your lip, boy. Wipe your lips on the inside. Oh, this is a joint building.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You doing, man?
I'm doing good. Nice seeing you again.
Likewise. So he's been informed about what we're trying to do.
Superficially. So I'll let you do the talking from A to Z so that he can feel it.
Okay. So objectively, you've got 5 major players in the online pharmacy for pets and livestock.
Mm-hmm.
Chewy has a online pharmacy. They have a pharmacy to fulfill prescriptions, and because of new regulations and laws, FDA get involved. Certain drugs, vets will no longer be able to house. So in this case, we'd love to find a way, since you already have a house. It sounds like you guys compound and do a bunch of various things here to meet the needs of those people that are dealing with livestock issues, cats, dogs, etc. And a guy named Tadlock, he's a veterinarian out in Little Elm. He wants to start an online pharmacy and potentially have some ownership out there. What that means is, you know, the average vet, they just take care of dogs and cats and whatever else comes to the doors. When you start looking at A to Z, how do we get metronidazole, for instance, and make sure people can get these drugs and him on the back end make money as well, turn into a business. He said, well, what do we need? Well, he said we need a pharmacist. Well, from my understanding, you were one of those people. So part of the problem is solving the housing issue. Where do we put the drugs? How do we ship and get them to people? You guys ship drugs?
Yeah, we do.
So it can't even process carbohydrates. So the more we know, the more we can teach. And the more we teach, the more value we have. And there's nobody talking to black people, so I looked for me online, and I would have just invested in him, but I didn't exist. And so in a little bit of time, I went from 83 followers to all those numbers, probably in 6 months. And it's because they're looking for answers, man. You know, we have $1.3 trillion worth of buying power and no education. That's the challenge. African Americans at least. So.
And that's part of the crazy thing, because even the last time we all met at the Tower Club, a random white girl who was our server,
Yeah.
she walked up to him and was like, hey, I know you. We were like, what?
I said, look, I ain't got to sell nothing else,
And
guys.
she was just like, I have a pit bull and I need all this help, and I was watching your videos. And so it was just crazy. Like, we never said anything, he never said anything. She just kept looking and kept looking. It was just like, I know you. So
She was looking for somebody positive. They just got a dog's ears cropped that she could learn from.
That was at the
Tower
Tower
Club,
Club.
yeah.
And she was like, you were one of the best people online that just, it really helped us in a time when we were trying to take care of our dogs. It doesn't exist. There's no direct path, which for me says, I got to create a group called Pet Achievers and then build this community and then take that pet achievers and scale it out. Cows, chickens, and farms, and highlight a farmer, because they're really America's heroes, since we all need food per se, but they're underserved, undermarketed. So for the branding business side, I'm very interested, because that's what I do well, is find a way to communicate effectively about the challenges, issues, and the opportunity.
I guess we have a plan.
I like it. I definitely think it can grow, and it can grow organically. And again, in the space, it's just there's currently nothing that's really dominating this space. So we have a lot of room to really get a lot of people on board when they do the branding with the tag guy. And he can connect with all those farmers.
Yeah.
Then that'll get him out there. We'll start doing all those connections and then make it grow. Then it's just a name.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Then it's just doing all the meds. So, but in the meanwhile, I mean, we can work together and set up the little LLC.
Yeah.
Just so you have that in place. And then as far as moving forward, just he's gonna diagram out what this path looks like.
Yeah, I'll put a whole map together. That's what I got to sit down tomorrow with another guy. But objectively, what's the path to least resistance?
Yes.
And how many problems do we need to solve inch by inch before the thing blows up? While we go and learn. So to be clear, this is a big learning opportunity. I'm not going to act like I know what the hell's going on. What I will tell you is I think I can make the relationships, and with Tadlock and my voice, because I'm a place of trust for a lot of people, we can get there. That's the biggest thing is, hey, what do we need to do? How do we figure it out? I love that you understand all the litigation, all that legal stuff that needs to take place. That keeps it from knocking on our door and causing other problems. But from a business standpoint, just the sales and growth side of it, and then its function, I think we can figure that part out, because it can't be that hard.
Okay.
But it ain't that easy either.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, that's it for me, man.
Any more questions?
No.
I mean, I'll let you all walk, and then, I mean, he will sit down, digest everything, and then we'll go from there.
I think so.
Sounds like a plan, man.
Okay.
Let me keep you.
Thank you for coming.
Likewise. So, what you guys just watched was a portion of me going and talking with the guys about this big idea that Tadlock brought to my face, or brought to the forefront, as far as what can be done and how we might want to do it, and then creating the steps. A lot of times after meetings like this, I'll sit and ride in silence. I've got 28 miles, but you don't want to hear anything, because now your brain's going, so you need to listen to your thoughts and work through them, and definitely keep turning them into things. But I go, dang, man, it's not even 1 o'clock yet, and it's already been eventful, to say the least. There is 3 major businesses I want to build this year, and it's going to take everything we got to get there. Stay tuned, people. Stay motivated and stay moving. I had a thought. Dan used to make me read business plans and operational agreements, property agreements, etc. I had no clue what was going on at the time. What I might do to help Jamarcus learn is have him rewatch meetings that we have, or that I have, and literally have him annotate them and ask questions, write down all the problems that we have to solve for when building the business, kind of go from there. That might be the way to learn, because this Osmo's gonna come in handy. Stay tuned. Now guys, I'm going to the Asian store. This is H Mart. It's I get a lot of dogs, a lot of their stuff. Today is a treat day for them, since they're gonna be in this heat tomorrow. They don't need a full belly. So stay tuned. I'm saying stay tuned. At this point in the day, I start fading. Right after this, I'm actually gonna run at the park. So I'm not even gonna go back to the crib yet. Jamarcus should have taking care of the dogs by now. I went to that meeting for 30 minutes, even though it's 40 miles away. When I go back, it'll be time to sit down and work on the business side. Yep, this is the Asian store. There's a lot going on in here. It's pretty straightforward and simple though. I know exactly what I'm getting. Thank you. How long was that? 2-3 minutes? How's the difference between men and women going to the store? Women be in the store all day. Tight key. Be a dude out here every Sunday and sometimes throughout the week, preaching and singing the gospel, passing out stuff at this thing all the time. It's crazy when you think about it. There we go. Face tracking just locked on. Oh man. So the boys will get something. It's just got some bone and some fat in it. It's Thai tea, energy, and then tomorrow, try to get up kind of early, but it's gonna be brutal. I mean, we'll get up early, but you know what I'm saying.
That just doesn't make sense because your store, it just takes time to skip. I'm like, fuck, dude. I need somebody that's well spoken.
As you guys probably noticed, today was one of those wonderful working days. Super interesting and also very motivating because there's a lot of work that need to get done, and work started early in the morning. It's about 1:05 now. You're going to realize over the next 30 days I don't sleep much. And I rest here and there, but for the most part, it's all gas, no brakes, and a ton of effort because there's a lot of opportunity, and opportunity doesn't sit on the table. So you can't sit down and really eat it. So it'll be a while before we get to really relax, even though I'd be stressed out if there was nothing to do or work towards. So day 2 was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I didn't get to do a few things that I needed to do, and that's where Jamarcus comes in handy, aka, basically our right-hand guy, my right-hand guy. So stay tuned, people. Stay motivated, stay moving. With Tron back here, Ego got in trouble, so he didn't get to stay out tonight. He's in the crate. Tron, on the other hand, did really well, so he gets to sleep out tonight. Cha-Cha's up. She'll get to sleep out one of the other nights. But Cha-Cha actually leaves with Uncle Stan tomorrow and gets to stay with him for a couple weeks. So prayers up, people. Appreciate you watching. Stay motivated.